Hey, what's up, everyone? Jordy here. Today, I want to talk about what you have and not so much what you think you need. Let me explain. There are two different mindsets. You can think, I'm going to do something when I get X and X equipment, and then I'm going to start. Or you could say, no, I'm going to use what I have, and if I can upgrade later, then I will. The difference between these mindsets is massive. The first one, where you wait passively, basically makes sure that you get no progression at all because you're waiting for something to happen that might take a very long time. Whereas the other mindset basically guarantees you progress, and if you can upgrade, then you will. And that is a much more positive mindset. Now, I'm going to keep the examples to music because that is what I do, but you can, of course, apply this to any genre. Let me give you an example. I currently own a Rode NT1A microphone, and I have an interface, I have a mic stand, or a mic arm, should I say, and I've got studio monitors. My studio is coming along nicely. Even so, I want to upgrade my microphone down the road. Now, this story is about when I started. If I tell you how I started, you'll get the concept. First, I started recording my vocals at school during lunch breaks, and we had a computer in a room, and it had a desktop microphone. You know, the ones that you use for Skype or whatever. So I recorded my vocals through that in Audacity, and I would just render them out and show my songs to friends. Now, of course, it didn't sound good at all, but at least I was practicing how it would sound when you hear yourself back on a recording. I learned different ways to say different things. I was busy with writing and getting my feelings out, because many people don't know this, but often music can also benefit your mental health in a big way. But I don't want to talk about mental health right now. It's just as an example. So I started with a desktop microphone at school. Then I believe I was 16 or something, and I got a present from my parents, and it was the Samsung Z01U USB microphone. And that was a pretty big step up, considering I first did it with a desktop microphone at school. Now, at that same time, I also learned about digital audio workstations, and that you can use these to, make your vocal better and apply all kinds of different effects on your vocal as well. So then I was like, okay, so I need to figure out which DAW suits my needs. In the end, it turned out to be Caucus Reaper, but I'm not going to talk about the specifics now. Anyway, I got my DAW, and I thought, okay, now I got it, now it's cool, now I can start. But it didn't go as smooth as I would have hoped, because I had to install all kinds of different drivers to make my software even recognize the microphone. Anyway, I got that down, and it worked. And then I learned, oh, wait, you can monitor yourself as well through your headphones, huh? Then I got massive delay. Then I figured out how to get rid of the delay. And we're going to continue the story in a bit. But do you get where I want to go here? I could have quit at all these other steps of the road already. I could have said, oh, I got so much delay in my headphones when I speak, I stop. Or I could have said, well, I can't even get the USB microphone to work, so I give up. See, when you start something and you don't know too much about it, it takes effort and it really takes dedication to keep pushing. When you try something new, it's bound to happen that you'll face obstacles down the road. And it's at these moments that perseverance is really required. Okay, so I got rid of the delay, and it was relatively like I still had some delay, but it was workable. So I started to record my first couple of takes, and then I noticed, oh wait, in 20 minutes the delay comes back again. So then I was like, okay, why is the delay coming back? I didn't know. I searched everywhere, and then I was like, okay, I can't find that. Then it is what it is, and I have to reset the settings every 20 minutes, and then the delay disappears again. So I just put up with it, and I accepted that as a workaround for the problem that I had. And I was like, okay, I don't have a permanent solution, but at least we can record. So then I started recording, and it actually sounded pretty decent. The only problem was that I had no idea how to use plugins. I had no idea what EQ was. I had no idea what compression was. I had no idea what gates were. I had no idea. So what did I do? I had a friend of mine, and he has been working in theaters for about 10 years, and he also did audio engineering for himself and a couple of other people for about 5 years. So I asked him, can you maybe teach me something about it so I can apply these things at home? And then he was like, sure I can, but do know what I'm teaching you here, you have to also search on YouTube. You have to also keep developing yourself at home, because if you're only going to work on it during our time together, then you're not going to progress very far. I was like, oh, okay, so then I know that I have to work on that. And now we're going a bit fast forward in the story. So in about 2 to 3 years, I have learned a lot of techniques in audio production. I know a lot about it, not as much as somebody that has been in the field for 10 or 20 years, of course, but still, I know a lot about it. I understand how to mix now. I understand how to record to my best abilities. And I more than ever understand that it's truly about what you have. Because I want to conclude the story with this. I recorded my first entire album on that USB microphone with these crappy settings and having to reset all the time. And in the end, I even, if you picture me having my headphones on, then I would often put off this side so that I could hear myself also live. So I had less trouble with the delay. And honestly, that is something that I still do, because it just works better for me. The moral of the story is, how bad do you want to reach your goal? Seriously, how bad? Because if you really, really really, really want something, then you'll find a way to do it. And you could say, Yordi, you're talking bullshit. No, I'm not. I'm serious. During the time that you develop yourself and you face all these obstacles, you'll also learn a lot of new things. And you'll discover new ways to do things. And you'll discover that there is better gear to get. And you'll discover what works best for you. But the only way you're going to discover that is by doing it. And not saying, oh, I'll wait until I have this and this. Maybe it doesn't work optimal in the beginning, but you'll grow. Embrace the journey, enjoy it, and who knows where you'll end up. This is what I wanted to share for today. If you have any inspirational stories about how you started your music production journey, then I would love to hear from you. So drop a comment down below if you want. Leave a like on the video, and please consider subscribing if you want more motivational content and more music production content. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and as I always say, stay creative.